Hi, this is a face of the day for the 23rd of September 2014. I've had a really bad cold, so I may sound really gross. I am going to start by moisturising with my Embryolisse Lait Cream Concentrate, which I usually keep in my makeup kit, but I've pinched a couple of things out of my makeup kit today, so I saw this and thought I haven't used it for ages and I love it. So I'm going to start with putting a bit of this Kiko Face Skin Glow Light Effect Day Cream on, and I'm just going to put it on the top of my cheekbones. I feel like because I've had a cold, my skin's been looking not great, so I find this gives it a little bit of a help. Then I'm using my Dior Skin Star Fluid Foundation, which is their newest foundation. This is in 020, and I really love this foundation. So one of the products that I've really fallen back in love with, I never fell out of love with it, but I kind of forgot about it a bit, is MAC's Power Surge, but using it all over the eyelid as a kind of base. It is just the most beautiful colour. So I scribble it along the bottom half of my eyelid basically, and then using a brush I blend it upwards. I'm going to use my Maybelline Big Eyes palette. This pink bit had just fallen out, but it's not broken. I'm going to use this one kind of over the front part of the eyelid. And then I'm going to use the pinky colour in the sort of outside bit. Bear with me. Then I'm going to do some blending. A bit more pink, a bit more blending. A bit more of the first colour. More blending. Now the pink is quite a powerful colour, which is why it's better to build and blend it. I mean, it'll last longer if you build it and blend it, but it will take over if you let it, which is no bad thing. I'm just warning you. Then I'm going to use this darkest colour in the outer corner. I really do need to sort my lighting out, I'm sorry, and a background. If anyone has any recommendations or good place to get an easy to put up background. I would love to hear it. I guess I'm going to use the lighter colour, although I don't really want to, in the middle, to just blend through the top edge here. So I'm going to tidy all that up in a minute. I'm going to do a liner, and I'm going to use my Inglot, which is what I went into my kit to get, black matte gel liner, because I can. And I'm going to use my MAC 263. So if anyone watching this is thinking of doing a makeup course, I would seriously consider looking at the courses offered by House of Glam Dolls. I think it's houseofglamdolls.com, but if you Google it, you'll find it, because their courses look incredible. And now it's sunny again and the light's better. Hurrah! Okay, I'll stop my blithering. What I'm doing now is I'm using this eyebrow brush, which I use every day with black eyeshadow on it. And I don't have any black eyeshadow with me, so I'm just using the residue on there, but I just always like to put, it's just one of those makeup-y things. I always just like to make sure that my liner is as black as possible and that there is no pink visible by the bottom of where the bottom of the liner meets the lashes. I'm going to do my upper waterline with my Avon Super Shock, and then I'm going to curl my lashes with these eyelash curlers that I've been trying out, and I don't like them, I have to say. Well, as always, my eyes are such different shapes that I try out eyelash curlers and so I'm like, oh look, on this eye it's amazing, great, great, great. Look at my lovely curly lashes. I forgot I've got mascara on. And then I go to my difficult eye. And basically, I mean, I've got like one lash. Then I'm going to use my Yves Rocher Sexy Pulp mascara because I love it. And because it's what I already had on, which is now extra clumpy because I just curled them with mascara on. I'm going to have like the worst, most damaged lashes ever. Somewhere I've got some Dior lash primer that's supposed to be good for your lashes. You should dig that out. Now I'm going to do my concealer. I am using Charlotte Tilbury The Retoucher because I had a spot here that was literally, when you know you're going to have a whopper. For days it was just like this lump, a painful lump. And I kept going out and using this because I know that it's got lots of things in it that basically is supposed to be really good for your skin. And it went a bit red, but it never came up, it just disappeared. So now I'm having complete love-in with this concealer, even though I have to work pretty hard to get it to conceal my under eyes. And if you're someone who has lots of blemishes and you do conceal them, then it may be really worth investing in the Charlotte Tilbury Retoucher. I have done a quick review on it and I'll put the link below, only because one of the best things I've watched on YouTube recently has been Sally Hughes in the Bathroom with Mary Greenwell. If you're into makeup, watch it. Mary Greenwell is like a goddess amongst makeup artists. She is up there with Pat McGrath and Val Garland and all of these wonderful people. Charlotte Tilbury, she she worked with, I mean, Charlotte Tilbury was her assistant for ages. So I really watched that. It's fantastic. I love watching the people in the bathroom. No, that sounds really weird. I love watching Sally Hughes interview people in the bathroom. So I've rubbed a tiny bit of concealer under my eyebrows because, just what I had on my left over my finger, because I used the shiny thing to blend it in and I'm really not into that much shine. Then I'm going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in medium ash, which actually, well, I've got horrifically, well, they're not horrifically, but I've got very dark eyebrows and they don't need much doing to them. I've just got a couple of places where I've got a scar and that needs filling in, and if I use something really dark, often they just look massively dark and sort of drawn on, so I've got to be really careful. Under the eyes, I'm then going to run a bit of the Power Surge. Then I'm going to use the eyeshadow pencil that I used earlier. I'm not putting anything else on it, but I'm just kind of smudging a bit under my eyes. I don't like anything to be too neat. On my lower lashes, I'm going to use the Eyeko Fat Brush mascara because it is smudge proof. And I'm going to do my lower waterline with black liner because that's the kind of girl I am. So the gig I'm going to later is first aid kit at the Royal Albert Hall. Then, I look pale, then I'm going to use Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow. Is that what it's called? Film Star Bronze and Glow? Yes it is. You listen to First Aid Kit? You should. Swedish Country is the way forward. My favourites, I like the Waitress song, and Emmylou, I like Emmylou, I like Master Pretender. There's so many great songs, you should listen to them. So I'm trying to be healthy. I'm not very good at eating fruit, so I bought some juices today and I've managed this much of one. I don't know how you do it. It is disgusting. It's genuinely gross. I'm sure it's doing me really good. But then I looked at the back and it's like, this is part of your 5 a day, and I was like, why not just eat a cucumber? So I'm not really into blusher at the moment. So I'm using my trusty old Accessorize Laguna bronzer. It's very hard when you're doing makeup because you tread a fine line between doing stuff right and there not being any rules. You know, if it works for you, you can do it, but also I know there'll be makeup artists watching this going, I don't care, this is just how I'm doing my face today. I am going to use a little bit of the Eyeko Sound Coral. I'm using my Daniel Sana Eyeshadow 1 brush, which I love using for this naughty purpose. I'm using Cover FX Setting Translucent Powder, and I'm going to set under my eyes. Now, the reason this powder is really fine. You want to use the finest powder you can, and I'm literally dusting it. Now, Laura Mercier do a really good secret camouflage powder. The reason I'm doing this is because I have very bad dark circles, as I always say, and I have put quite a lot of concealer under there, and I'm going out later, and before that I've got a couple of hours with my son, and I want my concealer to stay put, and if I put my other powder just randomly over my face, I'm not gonna set it enough for me. This is a personal habit that is hard to break. I'm also dabbing where I put the concealer earlier so I don't get any transfer of my eye makeup. The reason you shouldn't do this is the powder can sit in your, because you've got thinner skin under your eyes, the powder can sit in your wrinkles basically, and it makes your eye, like, you can see every fine line now. But I kind of think you can see fine lines when I smile, and if that's a problem for you, I'm probably not going to be smiling in your presence anyway. I'm using Sleek Makeup Luminous Pressed Powder. This kind of isn't too full on. And again, if you need to, you just do your T-zone. But I do my whole face because I want this to last. My dogs are having a barky day. Do you have dogs? You'll know, barky days. Then on my lips, this could change depending on what I'm wearing later, but I'm using 8 Hour Lip Protection Stick, and I think it's in Berry. I love this lip balm. So that is, sorry I look like a spaniel, I got rained on and then went to the gym, but that is my makeup that I'm gonna wear this evening. What I'm wearing now, that's it. Thank you so much for watching.